we serve is actually the God of the whole earth. And I feel like a lot of times we can find him and we think, okay, yeah, he's the God of our church, like he's the God of our house, he's the God of our street. And we ask him limited questions, but we need to start looking at God and trying to work him out and put him in a box, because he's a God that cannot be put in a box, because he's the God of the whole world. Welcome to my video. I'm just in Liverpool Street at the moment. I'm going to an agency. I'm about to go and fill in some paperwork for a project that I'm starting tomorrow. I told you in my last video about these projects that I used to do. I haven't done one since October of last year, so I haven't really been working. Just been living and seeing what happens on a day-to-day basis, but thank God decided to give me a little project to do. And today I said, this is the day that the Lord has made and I will rejoice and be glad in it. I'm not going to let anything steal my joy. Don't let anybody steal your joy. The joy you have, the world didn't give it to you and the world can't take it away. The other day I was reading a chapter in my book. I'm writing a book at the moment, which I've almost finished writing, and I've sent off to my publisher and I'm just kind of editing it at the moment. And one of the chapters I used a scripture from Isaiah. It was Isaiah 54:5, and it says, your maker is your husband, the Lord of hosts is his name, and your Redeemer is the Holy One of Israel, and he is called the God of the whole earth. And that's why I call this video the God of the whole earth, because we need to understand the God that we serve and not put limits on him. And I told you in my last video about how I've been kind of not really working for the past 5 years and having these temporary contracts. So where I'm at right now, I'm just signing some paperwork for another contract that I'm about to start. But this life is about to be over soon, because I've got a new job now, which I start in September. And I'm going to be a teacher. Yep, completely changed careers. I'm going to be an English teacher. And it happened really quickly, within the space of about a few weeks of me applying, having an assessment, having an interview and being offered a job. And I was telling someone of the story, and they said to me that, you know, when things change suddenly, it's called favour. And that's what happened to me. It's called favour. So from me having no job and not knowing what it was that I wanted to do, to now being offered a permanent job, I'm going to be a trainee for my first year, and I'm going to be teaching English. So I'm really looking forward to that, really excited. A new chapter, a new adventure, which I'll be able to tell you more about once I actually start in September. But what I wanted to say today was, you know, don't put limits on God, because many times we can put limits on God and say, okay, well, you know, this is what I've studied, this is what I'm qualified to do, so this is, I guess, the area that I'm going to end up in. And lo and behold, God has a completely different plan for your life. And this kind of applies to all different types of areas, because even in our church, like, we limit God. I feel like I was having a conversation the other day with like a few women, the girls in the church, and they were kind of saying how, thank you, people come up to you sometimes and they're like, oh, you know, don't worry, you know, your time is coming, even though you haven't asked them anything. But people just assume that, you know, that you need to be encouraged to know that your time is coming, you're going to get married soon. And someone was saying that, you know, when you look around the church and they're like, oh, there's no men in the church, there's no guys, but again, that's what I mean by putting limits on God, because we walk by faith and not by sight. We don't need to be looking around and trying to calculate, okay, let me look around and let me see what's going on around here. Okay, there's no one here. And a lot of times, that's how we end up limiting God, because he's not just the God of our church. He's not limited to the four walls that we can see. He's actually the God of the whole earth. And he can do anything he wants to do, whenever he wants. You know, when things change suddenly, it's called favour, and God can move. God can move and he can change things suddenly. He can do whatever he wants to do. We just have to take the limits off of our minds. Like, if you're asking for something, don't ask with a limit on your mind. Okay, I'm asking God to do this for me, to move for me, I'm looking for a job, or oh, I'm praying to God that one day I'm going to get married, and I'm looking around and I'm saying, oh, but based on the fact that there's no one here in my immediate surroundings, I don't know what's going to happen. That's not living by faith, that's living by sight. Because faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. It's not something that we can calculate. So I just wanted to encourage you today that the God that we serve is the God of the whole earth. Don't put limits on God. Pray and look to God and have complete faith that what you're asking for, that he'll be able to. Abraham was the father of faith, and when he believed God, he didn't calculate that, okay, me and my wife are getting old, God has promised us a child, but he looked at his body and said, oh, but we're old. He just believes in the word of God, and that's what faith is. Don't put limits on God, and just believe that the best is yet to come. Thanks for joining me. Catch up with you in my next video.